What's up, my folks? Hi. I hope that you guys are doing absolutely amazing. So I hope you saw my short, right? And you went over to my TikTok and you went over to my IG. Listen, I got so much to tell y'all. Oh my God, where do I begin? But let me piggyback off of story time. So, in light of Halloween, I don't really celebrate Halloween. That's not my thing. But I do have a spooky story because in most cases, real life is scary enough than to bring in all the ghouls and goblins. And if you look around, there's ghouls and goblins around you if you pay attention. So with that being said, check this out. So I worked with this guy about a year ago, and let's just call him Inspector X, okay? And he was amazing. He was funny. He always had a funny word or like a story to tell, and he was fast talking. He was from New York, so I didn't expect nothing but the best. But the point that I'm making is he was a dope human. He had a new baby, he had a new wife. I mean, just making his life here in Georgia. And it reminded me of me coming to Georgia with this beautiful plan all mapped out for God to take it so many other ways. Oh my God, so many other ways. So many families, so much friends that I lost along the way. God rest their soul. But at the end of the day, we got to keep going no matter what. I sell life insurance here in Georgia. That's right. But I also sell it in Michigan, Colorado, Tennessee, and wherever you at. Plug, plug, plug. But anyway, so check this out. So Inspector X was this amazing human. Now, the next character in this spicy, spooky story is we're gonna call her um hmm Bucket. Okay, we call her Bucket. So the story goes like this. There's a haunted lake here in Georgia called Lake Lanier. And when I tell you, when I heard about it, I did my research. I was like, no way, no how. I'm not going. I don't want to visit. None of that. But I did go. When I first got here, I went within the first couple of months of being here, and I had a really good time. Will I go back? Not so much. I was so afraid leaving. I wasn't gonna get on dry land that I was like, oh my God, I don't have to go twice. With that being said, Lake Lanier is supposed to be haunted. There's supposed to be a city up under the lake that was a black city. Okay. And it's said that people that go and get in the lake never come back. Well, you would say, okay, so why is stuff always happen to you? Like, why in the world would this come and be a part of your life right now? But you know what? You can't write this life. You gotta just keep living, right? So with that being said, this was 4th of July, and it was the weekend of 4th of July. And Bucket called Inspector X, okay? And these are facts and things that I heard firsthand, okay? So, Bucket called Inspector X, and she's like, hey, Inspector X, come out to the lake. We're having a good time. Wopty wopty jam. Now, I told you that Inspector X was married. And I told you that he had a new family, right? So why would Inspector X feel okay with going out and hanging out with Bucket? Well, who knows? But I will say this. They were all hanging out, having a good time, and Inspector X couldn't swim, okay? But if you can't swim and you're at a lake with people who can swim naturally. You trust the people that you're hanging out with, that they're not gonna let you drown, right? That they're gonna be looking out for you. Well, I don't know the facts, but I do know that Bucket did not go and risk her life to save another. And I do know Bucket is full of balagna. She came to work. Now, she worked there too. I forgot to tell you that tidbit. And we're gonna say we're gonna call this business the Murder Mac. That's what an old friend of mine used to call it. Anyway, so she came to work after Inspector X died. And all she kept saying is, he died for me. Oh, he did it for me. Like, you're not that important nowhere on God's green earth. But she felt like she lured him out and he died because of her call. Now, she could have left that married man at home with his child, enjoying a happy Saturday, but Bucket didn't, because buckets do what they do best: collect things. So, with that being said, this is what infuriated me about the whole story. In the newspaper, you do not see Inspector X's name. Like, if you're hanging out with friends, wouldn't your friends, people that care about you, say, hey, if the ambulance come get this man, his name is XYZ? No, that didn't happen. Bucket didn't even have the audacity to give an authority the man's name. Listen, he lived as a legend, and he definitely passed away in this life as a legend. The only one to pass at Lake Lanier that year, that July. And I'm saying that to say this. Listen, everybody that you work with is not your friend. Everybody that you work with is not going to be looking out for you. You may have the heart, but they may not have the heart. You have to forgive them. I know you like, okay, so here you go with this forgiveness. Listen, God didn't say love your neighbors if they're kind, if they're smart, if they're giving. He didn't give a stipulation. He said love them no matter what. And I hope that you take away, love the buckets of this planet. They need love. No matter how old they are, no matter how young they are, the buckets need love. And not only that, but be aware of the people that you hang around with. We saw with Shaquilla Robinson that she hung out with people she thought was her friends. If you know or you feel something crazy has happened, don't hang around with those people. It's okay to not show up. It's okay to not go. Listen, if you got a gut feeling and you don't trust people anymore, you have that right to not only walk away, but be okay with the walk away. And it's no malice. It's no love lost, no bridges burned. Just know that it's toxic. If you hang around, you might end up dead. So, with this thing being said, God bless Inspector X and his family, wherever he may be right now, looking down, probably laughing at my video. And I said that to say he had life insurance. His family was covered, and he wasn't a burden. Wherever you are, make sure you have life insurance. Make sure if you don't have it, have a conversation about it. People are dying left and right. And if you are not covered, what in the world? What are you thinking? Listen, have an amazing day, and have it on me. Peace. Hey, and thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. That's right. I'm gonna do more. I promise. I am. Life is so busy sometimes, but I am gonna do more. But I had to tell that story in light of Halloween being amidst. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how real life can be spookier than fiction. Or is it fiction, right? I hope that you guys are questioning everything and enjoying the life in the space that we have. Don't be afraid to do stuff alone. Don't be afraid to. You know what? Listen, I do a lot of things alone here in Georgia. I sure do. Me and Jesus. And if y'all know me, like really know me, I ain't never met a stranger nowhere. I got my acting buddies. I go skating by myself. I go out to eat by myself. And sometimes I might call my real friends that's been rocking with me for 20 years plus and put them on a video chat. But listen, life is to be lived. Don't let nothing stop you. We are living in a time right now where you can do just about anything, anything but fail, and anything but stop. So, if you had a dead end job, get out of there and start living. If you've been thinking about some things that you want to change in your life, change it. If you've been thinking about working out, spoon feed yourself greatness. Spoon feed it. Cause I've been spoon feeding, that's for sure. Anyway, listen, thank y'all for coming back. And I'm gonna promise to come back and do more story times before the year is out. I got some stuff to share. Story time. Anyway, be careful of those buckets out in the world. And have an amazing day. Have it on me. Peace. Like, comment, subscribe now.